Yes, and we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you may be watching us from. Thank you for always joining us. Today is a beautiful Sunday evening from Nigeria, and we are all excited to be here. And today is actually interesting because we have a new sister joining us. So we are so excited about that. Welcome so much, sis. And she'll be the first person to introduce herself, and then we all will introduce ourselves and introduce the topic. So over to you, Sister Ibidun. Tell us your name, where you're from, where you're living. Just give us a little background about yourself.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for accepting me. Well, my name is Ibidunni Afonja, fondly called Alice Faith. I'm a proud daughter, mother, and a loving wife. Professionally, I'm a dedicated healthcare assistant and a passionate entrepreneur. Originally, I'm from Nigeria, but now I call United Kingdom my home. I joined this tested and trusted online business, not
Yes,
quite
so
long, not quite long. And within the short period, I can say I have experienced a remarkable success. So this prompts me or make me eager to inspire others to do so. So that's all I have
Wow,
to say.
awesome. Awesome.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much, sis.
Great.
Thank you for, we are
Welcome,
so
ma'am.
excited to
Welcome
have
here.
you in our midst.
You're
Ẹ káàbọ̀
welcome.
sáàrin wa.
Káàbọ̀.
Ulema.
Yes. Okay, so for those that are seeing us for the first time, we'll introduce ourselves before we start. So I'll start with myself. My name is Adiola Tulushe, a Christian, a wife, a mom of two beautiful girls, and a digital business owner. I run my business from the comfort of my home. I'm able to do that after 14 years of working for the government in Nigeria, and now I run my business fully from home. So we're going to have an amazing night tonight. Trust me. So I'll go to Sister Felicia, then Sister Kemi UK, and then Sister Kemi Belgium.
Good evening, everyone. Or good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from today. Happy Sunday to you all. And thank you for always showing up, always joining us every Sunday. For those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Felicia Bosedi Akintola. I'm a mom, a wife, a registered nurse. I'm originally from Nigeria as well, but currently I work and live in the United Kingdom as a registered nurse. And I also run this amazing digital business, which, like my sister said, is being tested and trusted. And imagine in a short time, she's seen remarkable success. Success does not only come with money, but the things you learn, how you've grown, in 2-3 weeks of starting your business, you'll see how much you can grow, what you can achieve, even as individual, and so many things here. So I'm loving it. I'm 15 months plus in my business, and to the glory of God, it's been amazing. So that's me. I'll pass it on to Sister Kemi.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sister Felicia. Good evening, viewers at home. My name is Oluwakemi Tejumola. Yeah, I'm originally from Nigeria as well, but I work and live in the United Kingdom too. I'm a mom of two, I'm a wife, and I'm a digital business entrepreneur as well. As my colleagues have said, myself, I'm 19 months, it's a 19 months, 20 months in the
Wow.
business. And actually, I can see the growth too. If someone who just joined recently can see a significant growth and success, then definitely I've seen amazing results too. I've seen amazing growth in myself too. So thank you for joining us again this night. And I believe you're going to have a wonderful time with us. So welcome on board again, viewers at home. Thank you.
Auntie Kemi.
Yeah.
Kemi.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from, according to your time zone. My name is Oluwakemi Ayeni. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I live currently in Belgium. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I run an online digital business, and I work in the health sector. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. We appreciate every one of you. And Sister Ibiduni, welcome to our midst. We are happy to see you
Thank you.
here. And as you said, that the business is tested and trusted, that is why we are all here.
Yeah.
We are not yet where we are going, but we are not where we started from. So, so far, so good. This is an amazing business in the midst of likely-minded people where everyone share same dream. And I wish every one of us success on our journey. Thank you all.
Yes,
Welcome.
thank you so much, sisters. Thank you. So today we want to talk about something that is common to all of us. That this is a question that we get, is something that is a frequent question that a lot of us, come across when people talk to us. And so when they talk to us, like, this okay, I see you all the time, I hear you, and then that what is this business about? And then we say that, okay, you know what, the first step is you register with your name, your valid email address, and watch the webinar. And then a lot of people say that, okay, just can't you just tell us, just summarize, just tell me what the business is. And so today we want to tell you why you need to watch that webinar instead of saying that, just tell me what the business is. Okay, so and I'm going to be starting with myself and my experience and why I watch the free info session of the free webinar. Okay, so it happened that one beautiful day I saw a video of a Jamaican man living in Canada, and he was talking about a business that he was doing, that he was involved in an accident, and that it was a wake-up call for him that what, God forbid, what would happen to his family. It got him thinking and all. And so that he began, and that led him to a business, and that he's doing so well. He's able to take care of his, children, 4 children, and also take care of people back home. And so that got me interested that, okay, for a man to come out and be saying that, that he's doing a business, how men are, and then an online business for that matter. And so that, and then all he wanted was that, okay, just watch the webinar. And like, of course, shortly before that, my sister, my husband, and myself just lost money in some investment. So that pain was still there. But then, there's this Yoruba adage, "Peteshimba dani, amantungoni." So we knew that the best way to still go is still having a business. And so I knew that I wouldn't say that because I lost some money, I wasn't going to do any other thing. And that because this one was free, that they said it's free, I don't have anything to lose. And also I know that I needed to have a business. And so that if this one is online, let me just find out what is it. It is free. That free was what attracted me, that at least I would not pay. And even they said I should come and pay, I'm sure I would not have watched it. And so because they said it was free, I was like, okay, let me even find out what this business is about. I had the option of like asking the person that, okay, what is it about? Tell me. I'm like, you know what they said, that what that let me find out for myself. I don't want a situation so that if it's a mistake, I will know that, okay, at least it's not that somebody told me something. Me too, I saw it myself. And that was the reason why I watched the webinar. And I watched it more than once. So I was able to see a lot of people, different people at different times, and also, how to start your business, pillars of having business, what you should do when you want to start out and all. And that got me interested. And today, 2 years after, I am thankful that I watched that webinar, because if I did not watch that webinar, I wouldn't be here today. And today, I'm able to raise my children and do this business from the comfort of my home. So I'm thankful for that I took that, that simple decision, but yet very important decision that I took actually changed my life and that of my family. Okay, so that's about me. So I'll be going to Sister Kemi in UK. Why did you watch that free webinar? And for those people asking that, why should I watch it? What do you have to say to them?
I think she's frozen.
Sister Kemi, are you there?
She's frozen. Her network.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Sister Felicia, can we take you while we wait for her?
Okay.
All
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, for me, that webinar, when I first, just 1 minute, I think she's back. Okay. So are you back, Ma? Okay, let me just continue. Well, for me, when I saw the message, like I only saw a message. I saw a message that said, there's a financial freedom opportunity that I'm sharing with you, working from home and everything, and just watch this free info session here. Well, I do see a lot of things online, and because several times I've done so many things online, and I'm a believer of information is key. I want to even let me see what is the info session all about. So I went in to watch this info session because I wanted first-hand information. I don't want to hear from that person that I just want the information myself. Let me see what I like to learn a lot. I like to, hear about new things. So I wanted to know exactly what is it going on so that I can make an informed decision. Because the way the message came to me, honestly, is not like a video. It's just a text message. It's even up to today. I knew in my mind that it wasn't ordinary because at that time I was in serious mess because I'd invested into so many things that didn't work well, and I was praying to God. In fact, because of that, I went into a program and I was telling God, heal my finance and all that. And this message never stopped coming, sometimes when you are sending message and the person is not responding, you'll be tired. But this person was not tired, and she's even here with us watching us. So I said, okay, this person that is not even tired of sending me message, let me watch. So I went to watch because I wanted first-hand information, because I didn't want then say, because in the past people had introduced things to me and said, no, this is what we came out with, this is what someone came out with, and they said if you put this, you do this, if you come and follow me, then you just follow and do follow and just go and enter inside the koto. But this one I wanted to hear and see what is it that they are doing. They said online business, so how is it going to benefit me? And that is why I always encourage people, watch and hear how it is going to benefit you. And another thing is that because it's 90 minutes webinar, I was reasonable enough to say, you know what, I can't ask someone to be explaining 90 minutes worth for me. She probably will cut off some, or we add some that is not even there and leave out the important ones. So I said, okay, I will sit and watch it, because I can even pause it. Maybe they said it's video. I will pause it and then watch again now. And the fact that I can watch it over and over again to understand. So that is the reason why I actually chose to watch the info session rather than saying, oh yeah, Emma Shala, yellow phone, Sister Adiola. But, I just said, okay, I'll watch it at my time and get back to you. And then the next time she would message me, I said, yes, I've watched it, but I'll watch it again. And I watched it again. And I said, okay, what's the next step? And I said, it's 149. So what I tell people is, and again, the fact that we are everyday people that are still busy working, I know that a lot of people who have come into this business are looking for financial freedom, time freedom. We already have time constraint. So people who have already achieved time freedom put together this webinar for us as well, to cut down on how much we talk and to be able to give you the important information that you need. And it's even visual. There are some images they will show you that will explain better. Being like me, if you are someone like me, if I see something, if you draw something for me and explain it by diagram, I will understand better than somebody telling me story. I will forget. But the things I see with my eyes, visual, it's always there in my memory. Like, okay, I see that, okay, they drill this pillar, and it made sense, So it's another reason why I always advise people, watch, because there are so many things they will even show you and explain to you in details. So from there, you can make an informed decision. You will not say, oh, Felicia told me what, and I didn't even know. I just went by what she said. Plus, you will get testimonials from people apart from me. At least then you will hear story that is almost similar to you. If my story is not as similar to yours, but when you watch the webinar, you see other testimonials from people, maybe their own is time freedom, financial freedom, and mine is just, I just need a business. I just need a side also, just to supplement my income, even if it's not totally for time freedom. If yours is missionary, like you just want to help people, you want to, sponsor people for God's work and all those things. And, when you get, if mine, for example, maybe mine is not to sponsor people for church program and all those things. Well, you go into our webinar and you see people who are giving testimonials that they've been able to sponsor people, really in their church, and they've given back to their church community and all that. You'll be inspired. That will also, motivate you. That is the reason why, it is very important to watch the webinar. One, you'll be able to make an informed decision from the information that you got. Plus, you will hear testimonials from people who are not me, who are not Sister Diola, and who is not, Sister Kemi. You will hear from other people as well, even from different background, and then from there you can probably resonate with some of them and then take, that action. So that's why I went into watch. I wanted that information. So that's for me.
Yeah, thank you so much. When you were you're talking, something just came to mind that, when we buy things online, we don't go and meet the seller and ask the person that, hey, this your product, is it good? What do? We watch reviews, we look out for reviews.
Absolutely.
So if you would do that for something that you would buy, why would you want to find out? Why would you not want to find out about something that is going to be life-changing for you? So the webinar is a part of it, is sort of a review of that product, as it were, that you'll be getting. Okay, so Sister Kemi is back. So let's go to Sister Kemi in Belgium, in UK, and then Sister Kemi Belgium, and then we'll go finally to Sister Belgium.
Thank you, Sister Diola. I'm so sorry for that break in transmission.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, in my own situation, I came about this business through a sister's ad on Facebook. Then I was in France and I started my business while I was living in France, actually. So I saw the ad and I clicked on a video. I listened to what she had to say. And from what she was saying, her story, resonated with mine. It was, her story was exactly the situation I was then. And so I reached out to her and I asked her, Madam, I'm interested in this, your business. What do I do? What do I need to do? And the first thing she asked me to do was to go and watch the webinar. She asked me to watch the webinar. I said, is that the first thing? She said, yes. Give me your name and your email and I'll send you the link to watch the complimentary session. Immediately, I sent her my email address and she sent me the link. I got that link around 9:30 p.m. in the night. And immediately I got the link, I clicked on it and I watched the webinar. I took my time to watch this info session. From that webinar, I got every clue that I needed about this business, how the business works, the modality, the compensation, everything. All the questions that were bothering my mind at the time I was reaching out to the lady, the questions I was imagining in my brain, all the ifs I was having, what ifs, and all those that was going on in my mind, I got the answer to those questions right there in the webinar. So the reason why that webinar is very, very important is because you get every information you need to know about this business. As your first step, all the necessary information you need to know about this business, you get it right there in the webinar. Like Sister Felicia said, you have the diagram illustrations, and need to, when I look at something with diagram, it sticks in my memory. I can never forget. Though I watched the webinar twice to be very sure of what I was listening to or what I was saying, I watched it, I went back to watch it again. And Everything I needed to know about this business, I got it right there in that webinar. So the reason why we always tell our people, give us your name and your email so that we'll send you the link to watch the webinar, is just for you to get the first hand information that you need about this business, nothing more. And I tell you, in that webinar, it's so clear. The webinar is so clear. It's so straightforward. You can understand it. And one beautiful thing about the webinar also is that some people will be like, the English they were saying there, I didn't understand. One beautiful thing about the webinar right now is that you can switch it, you can translate it into your own language. We have so many language that you can translate it into. Just press the button and it will speak your language. So everything you need to know about this business is right there in that webinar. And more so, you will get to see people talk about their testimonials. People talk about their experiences, where they were before they started the business, the challenges they faced, how they came about, overcoming the challenges, their successes. I saw all of this in the webinar and I was thrilled. I was thrown off balance. I knew this was what I was looking for. Actually, I started this business not because I was looking for additional income, additional money, but I actually joined this business because the job I was doing then in France was not something I was happy about, so stressful, so exhausting. I come back so stressed up every day. Every time I come back from work, the moment I step in and my son says, "Mommy," the kind of attitude I gave him just because I'm so stressed up, I wouldn't want him to just call that name mommy. Not to even talk of doing my mother's duty, assisting them in their assignments, cooking, doing all sorts of. The job was exhausting. So I was looking for something that would ease my stress. And that was how I joined this business. That okay, if I can do this business, I heard people's testimonials of people, how they quit their job under 6 months doing this business. How so many people reduced their shift hours just because they were doing this business. And I felt, wow, if they can do that, then this business, if I can do it, then I will have that time that I'm looking for. I will have it to myself. I will have the time to take care of myself, and be less stressed, and that was exactly why I joined this business. I got those information in the webinar. So the reason why we always tell people to go watch that webinar is just for you to get that first-hand information. And the best part of it also is that it is free. You don't have anything to lose. So you just go there, click it, watch it. And another thing is that despite the fact that it's a 90-minute webinar, it's a 90-minute video, you can pause it and come back to continue. You can watch it as many times as you want. So in that webinar, you get to know everything. How your business, how you build up your business, how you will grow in the business, everything that you need to know. And the important thing is that the most important thing why I tell my people to go watch the webinar is that, when you watch the webinar and then you come back to me, I do less talking because everything that you need to know, you have already seen it in the webinar. So I don't need to talk. The talking that we are supposed to talk for like 30 minutes, I just say it in like 10 minutes, So I always encourage my people, go and watch it. By the time you watch it, every question bothering your mind, you would have gotten answers to them. By the time you come back to me, you are coming back to me just for me to clarify more things, just to expatiate more. So that is the more reason why we ask people to go watch the webinar. And watching that webinar is very, very important. All of these faces you are seeing, and all of us in our community, over 250,000 of us, we watched one webinar or the other. So I know majority of my people here are watching this live. I have told so many of them to go and watch the webinar, and some people are still reluctant in watching the webinar. You are watching me right now, And I have told you once or twice to go and watch the webinar. So please, I am using this opportunity again to tell you, go and watch that webinar. By the time you watch that webinar, you will be convinced in your mind, and you will be willing to, take that bold step to change your life. So the webinar, it's important. It is free, and you can watch it as many times as you want. Thank you, Sister Jill.
Thank you so much, Ma. For something that for people that are looking for something that will ease their stress, this is an amazing opportunity for you to do that. You don't want to live your life always on the edge because you are tired, you are under pressure. And so if this is the, gateway, like I said, for you to have that kind of life, what will now stop you from watching something that is free? Or is it because it is free that you understand that you are saying,
maybe if we put a price tag.
I think you're right, because sometimes we don't value what is free.
Exactly.
We don't value what is free.
True.
But yeah. So I just want to say that you can see all of us. We are 5 here. We are different people living in different places. So anybody that you resonate with, that I like this person, or this person I can connect well with this person, just feel free, reach out to us, and then we will help you get started. Anybody out of all of us, we are here to help you. We are here to impact your life, and we are glad. And we'll do so gladly. Let me put it that way. We'll do so gladly. Okay, so now I'll be going to our Oyibo. I'll be going to Sister Oyibo Pepe, Sister Kemi, Belgium. Why should people watch the webinar, and why did you watch the webinar?
For me, if I start to shalaye, we will not leave here today. I go explain how.
So be shalaye.
Oh God. In short, this business was just a godsend to me. As at the time I saw it. Because I was as at that time I was at the point of getting it to here. And the last one I had was, I've said this so many times, I was coming back because then I was juggling 2 jobs together. I had the night job, permanent night, 10 hours, and I still do work for an agency, another 8 hours. Sometimes within 24 hours, I do work 18 hours. So on that day, I was coming back from work. I was very tired. I dozed off from night shift. I dozed off while driving, and I veered to the other side of the road. But luckily, there was no oncoming car. So something just woke me up. I just said, wow, God. I was very scared. It was that day when I got home, I said, no, enough is enough. I cannot continue living my life this way. And as God will have it, I think maybe a day after, I was on Facebook, doing normal gbebo, and I saw an ad. I saw a lady. She lives in France. She's now my mentor. And I saw her ad. I listened to it, and it resonates with my story, because she started with that. When she came to Europe, she found herself in a country where they don't speak her language. And I think she was a teacher then, while she was in Nigeria. So she had to start afresh, learn the language, then went to school and do another course entirely. But one thing she said was that then she and her husband, they were living in the same house as a stranger, because when she is going to work, maybe sometimes she have to go with the children to the bus stop to meet the husband, and they will exchange the children. So while she is coming back in the evening, then the husband is going. So that was why they were living their life. So I said, wow. So I listened. So immediately I click on the learn more button, and I sent message to her on Messenger, and she responded, and she asked me to go and watch the webinar. I said, what is it about? She said, sis, go and watch. I was very eager. I wanted to, let me talk now. Let me even shalaye myself first. And she said, sis, go and watch the webinar. Initially, I was thinking, why can't you explain to me? Why should I have to watch the webinar? But when I got the link, I opened the webinar and I saw the video. I was listening to the people, the experts in the community, people that have been in the business for some years, and I listened to their story, their experiences before and after they joined the business. It was just as if I should be the one talking. I was like, where was I since all these years? So something like this is no, hey God. That video, in fact, only God knows how many times I watched it. I rewind, I paused, in fact, to make sure that I listened to everything every one of them was saying in the video. After watching, and then I had the basic knowledge of what, and that is one important thing. There is no how you will watch that video, you will not have the basic knowledge of what the business is all about, the benefit, no matter what conditions or situations you are having, you will fit into the system, because you see people from different fields, different profession, different location, and saying different things. Some are there for financial freedom, some they have the money, but just that time, they don't have that time for their family. And some they are sacrificing their time for their passion or their own personal goals. So they are sacrificing that for their family time, or their family time for their personal goal, because they don't have that time enough to take care of their children. There are some people, they just want to change career. That is their own. Some, they've worked enough. They just want something that will give them that flexibility. So there is no how your situations is that you will not fit into the business. So all those questions I was even wanted to ask her then, I was able to find answers to everyone by watching the video. And that is why it is very important to watch the video. Every one of us here and thousands of us in this business watched that one video that got us convinced to let us see that this business is perfect for every one of us. And that is why we come out here every time to create awareness, to let people know that this business is game changer. I see it as oil well. It's our own oil well. And for people that do say, tell us now, because I have so many people like that, they are just lazy to watch that 90-minute video. I do say, okay, if you don't have the time to watch 90-minute video that can change your entire life, that can make you to live your dream life, okay, is it you now that want to say, okay, you want to do business? Because if you don't have the time to watch the video, you wouldn't even though if you invest in the business, you might not even have the time to sit down and learn. Yes, we have automation system, automated that is doing 90% of all what we're supposed to do. But that 10% that we're supposed to put in, it is very important. So I see it as anyone that cannot have that time, that 90 minutes to watch the video, might not even have that 10% time to put into the system. And doing that, then it's such people that will say, oh, the business this is not working, it's not this, it's not that, just because they are lazy to put in their own part. That is one. Another one is, you can never judge a book from its cover. That is why it is very important to watch that video. Seeing is believing. See it by yourself. Listen to experts in the community. Those people, they've been there. The system is tested and trusted. You can imagine a community of almost 300,000 people now. All of us cannot be wrong at the same time. And I do say this, that if the business is not real, or if it's a scam, you will have seen one person out of almost 300,000. One person will have come out and said, okay, I'm a victim. These people, they've scammed me, but I will not allow them to scam other people. And they will come out to talk about it. But instead, day by day, people trooping into the business. That is to tell you that system is working, and it's helping people to rewrite their story. So I'm imploring people today, anyone that is interested to do the business, please. I have so many people that have even told this week to say, go and watch my lead, go and watch the webinar. I always remind them, have you watched the video? How far? I'm busy. Sis, I have a business. And the thing is, coming into this business is to relieve ourselves of that stress we are passing through. We all know how diaspora is. The time is never enough. People will say, I have 4 children, I have 5 children, and I still do work. I do work as well. All of us here, we are still working. But the business, we are still doing it. And one way or the other, I've reduced the hours. It should be I said I used to work 2 jobs before. The permanent job, the night permanent, I was able to stop it, to change it rather. Then the agency job, I stopped it totally. Because then I was very tired. Sometimes my body, my foot, if I put it on the ground, it will be as if I'm stepping on 6 nails inches. That is to tell you how stressful it is. Any little thing, I overreacted to my children then.
Yeah.
Sometimes the children will even be asking me, Mama, I didn't do anything. They will be asking themselves, did you offend Mama? And when we say, no, I didn't do it. Did you do something? I will be airing them, but and truly, it's not that the children that offended me, but that stress, any little thing, it irritates, you get frustrated. And that is what stress does to people. That is why we keep on telling people there are other ways to work than that 9 to 5. Iṣẹ́ kọ́ lówó. Iṣẹ́ òde kò iṣẹ́ ṣíṣe ó kàn máa ń gbóyàn ni. When you overwork yourself, you grow old easily. You see somebody of 40 years, ó máa dàbí ẹni tó wà ní tó ti jẹ́ 60. And that is stress, nothing but stress. We need to reduce that hours tí a fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ so that we can have time for ourselves. And that is why it is important. Before you come into the business, please, it is very, very important. Watch that 90-minute video. You will be able to have basic knowledge. Even if you still have other questions to ask your mentor or to ask whoever that you are coming in from, but you will have even watched the video. If some people are asking some questions, you will know that the person have not watched that video, because I do it to tell people when they have some questions, it sounds, I will just be thinking, did you watch the video? They say, yes, I watched. Are you sure you watched the video? I will say, I'm not sure. I don't think you have watched it. Go and watch the video, because when you watch the video, I know the type of question you will be asking. So that is why it is very important. Watch the video, listen to people's story, hear their experiences, see what the benefit of doing this business that people will take, so that you will know your own situation when you comes in, where you can get all those relief you are looking for. And that is it for me, Sister Deola. Thank you.
Thank
Sister Kemi said you are not ṣàlàyé. I just love you all. You cannot ṣàlàyé, but we have ṣàlàyé.
And it's because of people like Sister Kemi that they did the webinar. Because imagine if she has to be shalaing like this for everybody. 24 hours is not enough. 24 hours is not enough.
It will not.
I want to talk to parents. A lot of us are going through a lot of stress. So if a 90 minutes free information session can be a way out for you, so what stops you from watching it? If it's something that would get you on that pathway of living that life of stressless life, I don't think 90 minutes is too much to sacrifice to watch it. And the beautiful thing about the webinar is that you can pause it and watch it. You can watch it while you are cooking. Yes, it's convenient. You can, on your way to work, if you are not driving, you can watch it while you are cooking, while you are doing things. It's not compulsory that you watch it at a stretch. You can pause it, and then watch it. It's very easy. It's not as if maybe if you pause it now, you have to go back to the beginning. It's to start from where you stop. So it's actually very easy for you to watch. And so nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, so I will now go to Sister Ibido. At least you are fresh. Fresh like agege bread. In the business. So what made you watch the free info session? And what do you have to say to people? At least you are, we can say that we are becoming old school, but you are the Gen Z now. Let me put it that way. You know, in the
I'm
business. Yes. So why did you watch
Yeah.
the webinar? And what do you have to say to people?
Thank you, Sister Diola, and thank you, everybody. Where I will come from a different direction, because all of you that have talked, you say that you joined this business due to frustration, due to stress, and all this and that. But I would like to come in from another direction. It's not everybody that are stressed. Not only stressed people can do business. Not only people that have challenges in their workplace can do business. Not only people that don't have time for their family can do business. Even if you have time for your family, you can do this business. It's good for you. If you are good at your work, you are stress-free, everything is flowing for you, you can also come into this business. You need it. In my own story, when I started this business, let me say, when I joined this business, I can say I'm not stressed. I'm not being frustrated. I'm doing the normal 37 hours, 37.5 hours at my workplace. So I can say that I'm okay. And financially, I'm okay on my own. But I'm a business person, and anything about business inspires me. So when I come across the email, it was very early in the morning. I was off duty that day. So I just go through my email inbox. Then I found the online digital, although I've been seeing so many online digital businesses for a long time. I can say since I came into United Kingdom. So I've seen so many of them. Even there was a time I tried to sign up for one, but later I decided not to. But still yet, I'm a business person. Business runs in my veins, so I can't do without doing business. And since I came into UK, we all know the system. It's not easy to set up a business. But notwithstanding, I'm still doing some jewelry businesses that I'm still running. So I'm doing that underneath little by little. And to God be the glory, it's moving. But no, I still need more. I need more. So when I saw the online business, I go through it. I read the message. When I read the message, then the contact there, I send the message back to the sender that, can I have your number? Because I saw the name, that the name there is from my side, from my country. So can I have your number? She said yes. And she sent a WhatsApp number to me. Can we chat? She said yes. And we started our conversation. I said, I saw your message and I'm interested in the business. Can you give me a brief of the business? I just need to know one or two things about it. She said, you need to watch the webinar. I said, webinar, how many minutes? They said 90 minutes. I said, for me, like Sister Kemi Bejom said, that some people are lazy. I belong to that category. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. So to watch that 90-minute webinar, hey, it's like a huge mountain before me. So it is the webinar to me to watch. I couldn't. I tried. The first night I slept off. I couldn't. The third day she came back to me. Sister Ibidun, I said, ma, how are you? I said, I'm fine. How about the webinar? Have you watched? I said, don't let me lie to you. I haven't. She said, why? Try to watch it. I said, I will try today. She kept on persuading me to watch the webinar. So for the 90 minutes, and I said, okay, this woman is at my back and I have to. So what can I do? I said, webinar is a 90-minute webinar. It's a huge task before me. Okay, I will break it down. So I break it into 30 minutes. I watch it for 3 days. At night, when I finish on my bed, I will play it. I put it beside me. So I will make sure I watch it for 30 minutes. Once it's 30 minutes, I slept off. Then the following day, I just made sure I wash it. So when she called me again, I told her that I've washed it, but I need to rewash it again.
Again,
So
to
during my
understand. No, the
yeah,
first time was
during my
sleeping tablets.
time, even that day, I woke up around 12:30. 12:30. So I opened it and now wash it full from the beginning. So when I did, my eyes opened to so many things.
Mhm.
I say, oh, no wonder this. That's why this woman is after me that I should watch the webinar. So, and I asked so many questions which I jotted down. Then when I chatted with her, I asked the questions. She answered the questions, and I kept on asking her one question. I think I answered that question about 3 times. I said, sis, I just want you to be sincere with me. Do you say this thing works? She said, it really works.
I remember.
I said, okay. I saw it in the webinar that it works because I can see so many testimonies people have shared on the webinar, but I don't need the confirmation from your mouth. Please tell me again, does it work? She said it works. I said, okay. I am a business person. I'm not afraid. And I believe that business is a risk. So every business is a risk. If you are not ready to take a risk, you can't do a business.
Yeah.
But for this one, I'm not ready to take a risk. If anything goes wrong, I will hold you responsible. She said no. So she said, that means you have not understand what to watch in the webinar. Can you please do me a favor? I said, what's
Go
the
and watch
favor?
it
She
again.
asked me to go and watch the webinar again. She said, if you watch the webinar again to your satisfaction and you understand it, you won't be asking this question. I said, yes, I believe you. I watched the webinar. I got this. I got to understand this from the webinar. But as we are speaking the same language, I just want you to confirm it to me. And she said, you won't regret doing so. So that's why I started the business. And for the short or little period that I joined the business, although I've not got a large remark or so, but I can say I'm experiencing remarkable results. Let me just put it on that. I'm experiencing a remarkable result because it's a business that opens your eyes to so many things, even about digital life. And it's a business that connects you with people that you don't even think of meeting. I don't even think of that I will be someone, I will be in front of someone like Don Digi. I don't think of it. And there's so many like, like us. So many people like that I don't even think that I will ever stand or communicate or interact with. And it's happening. So there's high connection there with people from different background, from different country, different experiences. So this amazed me. And more so, in the okay, let me talk about why we should watch the webinar now.
Yeah.
If you are ready to do this business, you need to watch the webinar. Yes, you need it. How do you need the webinar? What will you get from the webinar? When you watch the webinar, we said this business is tested and trusted. How will you know it is tested and trusted if you don't watch the webinar? You need to confirm that statement. And it can only be confirmed from the webinar. Because from the webinar, different people from different backgrounds share their experience about this business. And they give different types of testimony. Testimony A is different from B. So, and the most this business is a digital business. You need some tips and strategies to put in. If you don't watch the webinar, how will you know? So you have to. You have to. And also, if you don't watch the webinar, how will you know how to place your business? How will you know how to connect your audience? How will you know how to get your followers? So many things that the webinar will open your eyes to. So watching the webinar, if you're interested in this business, I will say also that it's very, very essential. It's very essential because that is the package. All you need have been packed in the webinar. Just for you to watch the webinar, digest it, then take your decision. And also one thing I also like about this business is that we all work towards the same goals. There's no competition, no leader, no follower. We are all equal. We are all equal. And these people are very submissive. They are available to answer all the questions you have. Till tomorrow, I as a person, I'm still asking questions. And I will keep on asking questions. So they are ready. There's no time. Yes, there's no time you ask questions. They are ready to answer. And then for people that they are saying they don't want to webinar, just tell me this, just tell me that. Although I am one of them, but from the people that have come after me, through me, I've never experienced anyone that say he's not ready or she is not ready to watch the webinar. They all like to watch the webinar. So I will advise, if you are ready to do this business and you want it to be profitable for you, you don't want to regret, you have to watch the webinar. From watching the webinar, you know where to place your business, you know where to start from, you know where you are, you know where you have to reach. Because this business is stages. The stages. And there are some things you need to know. And this webinar is eyes opener. It opens your eyes to all the strategy you need, all the tips you need for your financial breakthrough. And if you are the type that want enough freedom, you want enough time to stay with your loved one, yeah, this is the type of business you need. So everybody, even old, young, it's even amazing to see old people like 70, 60 something in this business. Like the one I saw on my page this evening, this night. In fact, I was looking at this old woman. What else did she want? A woman
She
of
wants financial freedom.
Yes. A woman of 82. So if those people, those category of people can do it, so what happened? Anybody can do it.
Absolutely.
I can say it's a flexible business. You can do it anywhere, anytime. It connects you with people, and these people we are dealing with, they don't leave you alone. They are always there to guide you. They all work towards the same goal, and they work towards your success. What will be my mentor's benefit if I don't progress in the business? She will be a loser. So she must see that I progress in the business. She has to do what she has to do for me to progress in the business. So you are highly welcome if you are interested in joining the business through any of us. You can just go into our website, give us your email and your name, then we contact you, we send you the webinar, we sign you up rather, we sign you up, then we send the webinar to you to watch. This is tested and trusted business, and it's really working. It just needs to take action. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. You know, the beautiful thing about this business is that we are actually impacting lives. And so when we tell you to, okay, come and watch the webinar, join the business, we don't just leave you alone. We ensure that you become successful. We do whatever we can do within our power to ensure that that person that we have shared this business opportunity with also record success. So it's a beautiful thing that, I'm bringing somebody into the business and the person is successful. So that is the joy of, being a mentor. And that is what I have seen in the community. And that's why we are all so eager to help, because we want everybody's life to be impacted for good. So we have shared, our experiences and all. And yes, it's been an amazing one. And so whether you are stressed, you are not stressed, you are happy, you are unhappy, this business is for everybody, because there is always more to life. I was watching a program and he said that the enemy of success is I'm okay where I am. Because there is always, it doesn't make you look forward to more. So there is always more. Even if you are not stressed, if you have time, there is always the opportunity to have more time. So for you to be able to be more, to do more, to have more, this is a business that will give you that. And all we are saying this night is watch the free webinar. We are not asking you to do any other thing. Just watch the free webinar. And you can see all of us. Reach out to any of us and we'll give you access to the free webinar that you can watch anytime at your own pace. So thank you so much. We've had an amazing time this night. And we'll be back next week, Sunday, by His grace. And we'll be talking about something else that is also important and interesting. So have an amazing week. God bless you. God keep you. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.